What's up guys, this is Quentin Moore of TechRanker.net, and in this video I will be unboxing Panasonic's latest bridge camera, the DMC-FZ100. This camera features a 20 megapixel 1-inch sensor, the ability to shoot 4K video, super fast autofocus, 16 times optical zoom, a 3-inch articulating LCD screen, and Wi-Fi remote control via a smartphone or tablet. The FZ100 retails for $8.99. You can order this camera today. If you're watching this video on YouTube, you can find links to this camera and common accessories below in the About section. Or you can find details about the FZ100 by Googling TechRanker FZ100. This way you'll find the latest current prices, accessories, and availability. Moving on to the unboxing. On this flap here, you'll see the packaging list. Lifting this flap exposes the FZ100 and its accessories. Here's the FZ100 itself. I'll set that on the side for a moment as we take a look at the accessories. The first thing we see here is the battery charger. Pretty standard these days on cameras like this. Here's a lens hood. Next we see the shoulder strap. You definitely can't use a wrist strap for this camera. Next up is a lens cap for protecting the lens on the camera. Here is a proprietary USB cable for transferring recordings off your camera onto your computer. Lastly, we see here is the battery. Here are all of the accessories included with the FZ100, plus the SD card I purchased separately. I also have a lens protector and extra battery on order. The lens protector is a great way of protecting the lens while you're using it in the field. And the extra batteries will ensure I have enough power available for my filming projects. While some cameras charge the battery from within inside the camera, Panasonic smartly included a standalone charger. This allows you to always have one battery charging up while the other one's in use in the camera. If you plan to shoot 4K video with your FZ100, you will need an ultra high-speed Class 3 SD card. Here's the one that I purchased. According to reviews I've read, this card has already been shown to work fine in the GH4, which also records 4K video. I'll let you know how this performs in the FZ100. So let's take a look at the FZ100 itself. First thing you'll see here is a dial for adjusting the various shooting modes, whether it's a single shot, burst mode, bracketing, time lapse, or a self timer. Here you'll see the switch for the pop-up flash. Here you'll see a dial for adjusting the live viewfinder. On the top here is a hot shoe, which is used for attaching external microphones or LED lights or external flashes. Here you have a pair of microphones. Here you have the dial for switching between the various recording modes, whether it's fully automatic, whether it's filming video, shutter priority, aperture priority, different various modes that you can choose from. Here we have the actual on and off switch for the camera. Here we have a dedicated button for recording video. We have a customizable function button here. Here is the actual shutter button for taking pictures, as well as the toggle for the zoom on the camera. Here we have the button for activating the Wi-Fi. This button is also customizable. Moving to the back of the camera, here we have a button for turning the LCD screen on and off, and alternating between the live viewfinder. This button is also customizable. I don't know if you can see here, but there's a small speaker. See if I can get that in there. Here we have the viewfinder itself, as well as a sensor for detecting when you're using the live viewfinder, it actually turns off the LCD screen. You can deactivate this if you want in the settings. Here we have a dial for selecting between the various autofocus modes, as well as a button for locking the autofocus. Here we have the quick menu, which is also a customizable button. This is a display button which allows you to view the content that you've recorded with the camera, whether it's photos or whether it's video. The display button here changes the amount of detail that's displayed on your LCD screen. Here we have a series of cursor buttons which allows you to select different menu options or navigate the various menus. In the center there is a menu set button. Here we have the cancel or trash button, and this button is also customizable. We also have this dial here, which is used for making changes to various settings. This dial is clickable as well. The last thing I want to show you on the back is the LCD screen itself. It's a fully articulating screen, which allows you to record content at different recording angles. You can also fold the screen so you can continuously monitor what's being recorded, and when the screen is not in use, you can fold it away. Moving on to the right side of the camera, we lift up this flap here, and that exposes a port for the remote control, as well as the HDMI port and a standard AV port. Here, I don't know if you can tell, but this is a cover for the port for the AC adapter, which is an available accessory for the FZ100. Moving on to the bottom, we see the tripod mount here, as well as a door that covers the battery and the SD card. Would have been nice for the SD card to be located on the side here. Instead, you might not be able to access this compartment when the camera is mounted. Also of note, there's a little spot here for the NFC antenna. If you have a NFC compatible device, you can link that device to the camera, which enables the Wi-Fi remote control. Moving on to the left side of the camera, we have a port for external microphone, very nice. We also have a couple of toggles here. The first one here is a toggle for the optical image stabilizer. If you're walking around and you're shooting pictures or you're filming video, you want to keep this guy on. However, if you're using your camera on top of a tripod, you don't need to use OIS, so you want to keep this off. This toggle here lets you adjust what's controlled by the lens ring. You can set it for zoom, or you can set it for a manual focus. Moving on to the front, main thing I want to point out here is the autofocus assist lamp here, which also doubles as a self-timing indicator. And the last thing I want to show you on the front is the actual lens itself. This is a Leica brand lens featuring 16 times zoom. It has a 1-inch sensor capable of 20 megapixels. Alright, so let me just put that cap back on to protect it. Let's see, the one thing I will say about this camera is it's definitely bulky. I mean, this is my first real camera beyond, $200 Canons that I've had for years. It's definitely big in your hand, but at the same time, I wouldn't say that it's heavy. It's definitely not a light camera, but it's not heavy either. You're definitely going to need two-hand operation. One-hand operation is going to be a little tricky unless you have big hands like myself. With all that said, I do see that I could actually take this camera with me on, vacation, for going sightseeing or photo tours. I will, however, need to have a point and shoot camera on hand because sometimes a camera this big will be a little bit too bulky to carry around. I'll need to test the FZ100 for a while before I can post a full video review. As of right now, I'm pretty happy with my purchase. I've been really impressed with the features and performance of this camera. I can't wait to actually start filming with this thing. I'll be posting pictures and test videos on techranker.net pretty soon, so look out for those. In the meantime, if you have any questions or if you would like to request a photo or video test that I can post here on YouTube, post a message in the YouTube comments for this video or hit me up on Twitter at techranker. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button below. If you want to see more unboxing videos and gadget reviews, hit the subscribe button. Thanks for watching. Until next time, peace.